The AP poll has come out for Division One men's basketball, and there were a ton of shakeups last week with all those upsets. So what did actually happen? UConn is with 39 first place votes, and Purdue with 20. They only moved down one spot. Wow. Kansas, they didn't move any. How? With three first place votes, and North Carolina with one first place vote. Then Houston only dropped 3 spots despite back to back losses to unranked teams. I don't get it, but whatever. Sometimes the poll sometimes is a joke. And the rest of the poll goes as follows: like Tennessee, Duke, Kentucky, Baylor, Memphis, Wisconsin, Arizona, Auburn, Illinois, Oklahoma, Utah State, Marquette, Creighton, TCU, who was not even ranked last week, they're now in, BYU, Dayton, who's now ranked, they were not last week, Ole Miss, they were not even ranked last week, but they're in this week. Florida Atlantic moved up one spot. Iowa State obviously had to move up and from unranked to ranked, and Texas Tech had to move up and moved up one spot to be exact. And obviously Colorado State, San Diego State, Clemson, Gonzaga, and Texas had to be out of top 25 from last week to this week. And this is the first time in 144 weeks since Gonzaga's not been in the top 25 in men's basketball. Now, receiving vote teams goes as follows: Colorado State with 169, San Diego State 153, Seton Hall 89, Alabama 60, Grand Canyon University 49, Clemson 38, Nevada 22, Boise State 22, Texas 20, Oregon 17, St. John's 15, New Mexico 14, NC State 8, Gonzaga with 5, Princeton 5, Mississippi State 3, Utah 3, South Carolina 2, Villanova 2, McNeese State with 1. Wow, and James Madison with 1. Obviously, if Texas Tech would have lost to Kansas State, and y'all could check out the highlights for that game, they only won by a point, they would have not been in the top 25. I honestly believe that. What are some top 25 matchups between now and next poll? There's none today. Now, tomorrow, number 24 Iowa State or number 20 BYU. I think the loser of that game is automatically out of the top 25. I really do think that. And that's at 8 p.m. Central Time on ESPN+. It's only on ESPN Plus because they did it in advance on these games, on what game's going to be on ESPN and all the networks and all the times and everything. So that's all I got to say about that. Number 18, Creighton, and number 1, UConn at 6 p.m. Central Time on FS1 on January 17th. Number 25, Texas Tech, and number 5, Houston on ESPNU at 8 p.m. Central Time. That's not going to be an easy game. And we know Texas Tech is really doing pretty well. I mean, they won all those games in a row after that Butler loss, but then Houston is coming in with back-to-back road losses. So, it'll be an interesting game right there. Okay, now January 20th. I'm going to just check on any other games. Number 24, Iowa State, and number 19, TCU on ESPNU at 1 p.m. Central Time. Number 20, BYU, at number 25, Texas Tech. And that's another one of those games right there that the loser is automatically be out. If BYU just loses once, maybe they're still in. Maybe. But if Texas Tech loses, I think they're out. No matter what. At 5 p.m. Central Time on ESPN2. Number 22, Ole Miss. At number 13, Auburn. At 7:30 p.m. Central Time on the SEC Network. Now, January 21st, there are no games right there. So, top 25 matchups, that is. Now, what is my top 10 for Division I men's basketball? It's similar to the AP poll, but I think Houston should have been punished a little bit more than 3 spots. You got to take in consideration the strength of schedule that they have played up to this point. That's part of the reason for the punishment. Now, UConn, North Carolina, Purdue, Kansas, Duke, Tennessee, Baylor, Kentucky, Houston, and Memphis. Though are my top 10. Though you could debate Baylor could move up to number 6 if you want. It's it's it is what it's just splitting hairs, and it's just a crapshoot, honestly, because all the upsets in the top 10 last week. And outside looking in would be Wisconsin, Auburn, Arizona, Utah State, Oklahoma, Illinois, and Marquette, just to name some teams right there. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal. It's 1,000 more, so make money out. Of course, liking video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm. So more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It's free at the notification bell as well.